right, and good afternoon, everyone. So, Carla and I wanted to experiment. Well, I wanted to experiment, and I finally was able to get her to come assist me in this experiment. Well, I wanted to do a Wimbledon preview video. So, Wimbledon is my favorite tournament of all the majors. So, I wanted to open a discussion about this year's Wimbledon. Who we think we will choose to win, or who we think will win. Who are some dark horses that may have an opportunity to win on both the men's and women's sides, and some overall predictions. So as we know, the French Open just finished, and Rafael Nadal just won his 11th French Open, so that was amazing to see. So here we are knocking on the door of grass season. So I'm going to start out with the men's side, and I'm going to start throwing out a couple dark horse players, I think, your non-typical players that I think have an opportunity to at least make, say, the quarterfinals or the round of 16. So I'll throw out one, and then I'm going to see if Carla can match me with one, and then we're gonna reciprocate until maybe we run out, and then go from there. So I'm going to throw out Coric, C-O-R-I-C, Coric. I think he's a good young player. He's got good guidance. His game, I think, is aggressive, and I think the grass season will be friendly to him. So that's my first dark horse, is Coric. You?
I like Shapovalov. I'm sorry. I mean, I know he's 19 years old, but I think he's got a good shot with a one-handed backhand. Yeah, I'll go with Shapovalov. I think he can get through the fourth round, depending if Federer is on his draw early, of course not, or maybe Nadal, no, but he can get through a few rounds. That would be my first. That would actually be one of my. I mean, we do the Grand Slam fantasy picks. He would be between my 16 to 32 seed. Yeah.
All right, so she has said Shapovalov, and I have mentioned Coric. I'm gonna throw out a veteran player that I think has a chance. Again, I'm not talking about making the semis, or I'm not talking about making the quarters even. And well, yeah, the quarters of potential, and semis, maybe. But I'm going to throw out Philip Kohlschreiber, German. If his backhand is clicking and he has a good tournament, I think Kohlschreiber can dig deep into the draw. Do I think he'll take out Nadal or take out Federer? No. Do I think he would take out Shapovalov head-to-head? Maybe, but if you match their backhands up, Shapovalov kind of flops open every time he hits a backhand, so it's a very inconsistent kind of gusto one-hander. I hit a one-hander, and if I hit flopped open in that manner, I don't know if I could be too consistent very long. I think that's something that we should look at. But Kohlschreiber, Philip Kohlschreiber, I think would be another one. Veteran, if he's dialed in, he may have a good show.
I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right. Carreno Busta. He's not your typical Spaniard player. His game actually is more suitable for grass, and he's got the one-handed backhand.
Right.
So I think he can actually get pretty far in Wimbledon.
And who's the player?
Carreno Busta. I think he's in the top 10. I'm not quite sure. He lost, I would say, in the fourth round at the French Open. But again, that's not his surface. It's grass, hard courts are more suitable for him.
All right, so we have Coric, Shapovalov, Kohlschreiber, and Carreno Busta as four potential dark horses. Another guy that I think it's another veteran player that I think does well on the grass at times, and I think he has a shot to go deep. He's not really a dark horse, but if he can stay injury free, it is Gael Monfils. I think Monfils has got some energy on the grass. He can go deep, but can he keep his mind in it? Can he stay focused? Can he dig deep and not, I guess, rest back on his heels? That's a metaphor. I don't know what I really mean by that, but can he stay dialed in? I don't know. Do you think Monfils can stay dialed in?
No, he will never get past the fourth round of the slam. Sorry, he's just not dedicated enough to tennis.
All right, I can respect that. For some reason, though, I feel like Monfils can do well if he can put in some psychology into what he wants to do or what he doesn't want to do. Kind of like an Andy Murray. Even though Monfils doesn't have the major, I still kind of see Monfils and Murray, two different people, yes, but I think the mentality behind the both, I think given a different day, I think Monfils could have the two majors that Murray has. I think they're the same mental type player, so hopefully Monfils does well. I like Monfils a lot. Now let's move towards the veteran players, and actually let's go to maybe a potential unseeded, like totally off the map player. I'm gonna pick I'm gonna pick Zverev's older brother, Misha Zverev. Serve and volley game. Serves and volleys good. If it's consistent, I think he has a shot on grass. Do you disagree?
No, I agree totally. I can't think of any other unseeded player that would do better than him.
So let's keep our eyes out for Sasha Zverev's older brother, Misha. I'm going to check the camera real quick and make sure it's still going. All right, so we're about 6 minutes in. So let's move towards our top, say, 32 players in the world up to the number 1 player in the world. And number 1 and 2, Federer and Nadal, they tend to shift a little bit. So let's look at, let's say, for instance, I'm going to throw out Novak Djokovic. Can we really forget about Novak Djokovic for this tournament?
Yes.
I mean, how is it that we can forget about him, though?
I don't even think he'll play it, honestly.
You don't think he'll play it?
Not after the interview he had at the French Open.
I always say don't believe everything you read. I think he will play it, and I think Djokovic, depending on where he is in the draw and whom he may not face, I think Djokovic has a real chance at winning the entire tournament. You would disagree with that?
Completely. I don't think his heart is where it used to be.
Huh.
I don't think he'll ever come back.
So a side bet, if I bet you right now he would make the semifinals regardless?
No way.
So 20 push-ups that he makes the
Sure,
semis?
he will not.
20 push-ups, Djokovic makes the semis.
He will not.
All right, Djokovic in the semis. So obviously you know one of my top 4 for the semifinals. And that's obviously up in the air because the draws haven't come out yet. But Djokovic is one of my top 4 making the semis. And he, I think, is 23, maybe fell off further than that after the French Open loss to, who did he lose to at the French?
He lost to the unseeded player,
Cecchinato, yeah. Good run by him, by the way. Will we see anything from him at Wimbledon?
No.
I don't think so either. Totally agree. A good run. Much props to that young man.
Yes.
Great run. But I think the grass is too quick for that type of defensive Nadal-esque type game. I think the 1-2-3 shots, the 1-2 punch points will be too much for Cecchinato. So let's look at, say, someone like Milos Raonic or Raonic. How do you?
Another player I don't like. No, he's injured still, so no way. He's not even gonna make it past the first week, in my opinion. He might not even play.
So did he not make a final though? Did he play? Didn't Milos Raonic make a final of Wimbledon?
I don't remember.
I thought he made. I don't have my phone.
He's forgettable, so.
I thought someone though relayed that. I thought Raonic made a final where maybe he played in Nadal.
I can't remember. I don't think Raonic's even.
And maybe it was.
He shouldn't even be top 10. Sorry.
All right. Well, if he stays healthy and his serve is on, I think Raonic has a good chance. Do I think he'll make the semis? No. But if his serve's clicking, he'll have as good a chance as any other big server like Isner, Karlovic. Who am I missing? Big servers.
Sam Querrey has a good chance.
Sam Querrey, another good player. This is another topic for maybe a round of 16 or a quarter. So, for your top 4 for Wimbledon men, who would your number 1 be? Your prediction to win it?
I don't think. I'm not sure. I don't think Federer or Nadal will win it.
So no Federer, no Nadal.
No.
Win for this Wimbledon.
I think it'll be a first-time Grand Slam champion. It'll be one of the young guys this time.
Okay, so she's predicting a first-time ever slam or major win by one of the younger players. For me, it's really hard for me to bet against Federer because, again, he has 8 of these. I know he's taking time off, and it's risky to take time off and jump right back into it. He did it last year. Can he do it again? I think so. there was, I think he was in the news about some business decisions going on, so that has to distract him from his dedication to the game. I would think when you're dealing with hundreds of millions of dollars, I would think it would be at least a little bit distracting, but nonetheless, I wouldn't bet against him. I would agree with you that some of the kids, I think at least the one kid that I think has a potential for this Wimbledon would be Sasha.
I think Diem has a better chance. He's
Zverev?
a lot stronger. No, Diem is a lot stronger than Severev.
So Dominic Thiem is another one. So I'm going to predict, in my own prediction, I'm going to predict a Novak Djokovic win for this Wimbledon. That's just me, and I may be way off, and I really hope that Federer and Nadal wins too, and there's a lot of dark horses that I like as well. But for some reason, I think Djokovic will win here. If he plays it. If he doesn't play it, I think we'll see Roger go home with his ninth. You?
No, I don't think so.
Then your prediction?
Again, I think one of the youngsters will be a new champion.
All right, who's your prediction?
I'm not sure. I'll go with Diem. I mean, just because I think he's probably hungry after the French Open final.
All right, so she's going with Dominic Thiem. I'm just checking to make sure the camera's still rolling.
Even though he's not my favorite player, but I think that he has a good shot. I think Severev, the younger brother, is too weak still. He needs to build a lot of muscle, and he's just not, he doesn't have the stamina.
Okay, I like that. So we're going to shift over to the women's. So the women's generally is much more difficult, I think, to predict and to follow on a weekend and week out basis. The surfaces, well, just like the men, some people favor different surfaces, but in the women, I tend to see it hop around a lot and jump around a lot. So let's start with the women in the same way we started with the men. Some dark horses that we think have potential to go far this Wimbledon. I'm going to start with you.
Dark horses or unseeded players?
Either or.
Well, Serena will be unseeded, right?
Good point.
She's hungrier. I mean, I think she can possibly win it. And she has a lot to prove. That would be one pick, Serena, for sure.
Well, is Serena going to play?
Yes, why not? Her report came back that she should be ready by the time Wimbledon comes.
By the way, Serena is, to me, and I put this out on a video that I did about my personal all-time top 8 athletes of all time. I put Serena as number 1 on that list of all-time great athletes. For me, obviously I'm not female. She is. Serena's a mother. She's a mother of 5. And what women go through and what their bodies go through, and then to win 20 majors is incredible. Serena, for me, should never be unseeded. She should be number 1. She hates on me because she knows I love Serena. Serena, love you, girl.
No, she's great. I mean, she's the best player ever. I don't disagree with you.
So, for me, I think Serena will win the tournament no matter what. I hate to jump to that conclusion, so we'll rewind backwards. But Serena, pulling for you. Let's go! Let's go, girl! Come on! Sorry. So, anyway, let's go, Serena! Alright. I forgot what I was talking about. See? Number 1, Serena. Numero uno. Alright, so you know who my prediction is, but no, in all seriousness, so I think there's some talent out there that may surprise us for Wimbledon. There is, for me, a couple of veterans that are now kind of, faded away, and we don't talk about them anymore. But there's a couple of veterans that I like a lot. One, Stosur. I think Stosur has a chance at Wimbledon, and she's and she's laughing.
Oh, shit, that's funny.
She's laughing. She's strong. She can hit hard. If she's dialed in, I think she has a chance. Again, she's probably coming in unseeded. Is she not coming in unseeded?
No, I'm not sure, but no, stop dreaming.
But, I mean, for a round of 16,
No,
you don't think she has a chance?
no.
Okay, so give me a better one.
Unseated?
Unseeded, kind of out there in the limelight.
I can't think of a veteran. I mean, no. Browanska has a better chance than Stosur if she's still playing.
Well, Razwanska, I think, will go deep. I mean, no.
She didn't play the French.
She didn't play the French, did
No,
she?
no.
So hopefully she's doing all right. So what about the French girl Garcia?
I'm not sure about her, but you got Lisicki. She always does good at the
Lisicki is good. Lisicki, that's great. I applaud that. Lisicki does well at Wimbledon. When she's on fire and she's cracking the forehand, she's cracking the backhand, she's being aggressive, and she's playing on grass, she can be dominant.
Right.
So let's look at maybe the top 4 or who we think has a potential of making the semifinals.
Kvitova is one of my favorite. I think grass suits her very well.
All right, so we have Kvitova.
I'll go with Kerber. Grass is good for Kerber.
Kerber, okay.
I don't like Pliskova at all. I can't pick her, sorry. I'll go with Serena.
Okay, Serena.
Of course. And I'm sorry, even though Sharapova, I know a lot of people are mad at her, I have to go with Sharapova.
Okay.
I think she has a lot to prove as well.
And your winner?
I have to pick Serena.
Serena's for the win?
Serena for the win.
Let's go, Serena!
Yeah.
All right, so we have, on my side, my prediction for the top 4. I can't bet against Serena. Again, I think she'll win the whole tournament as long as she can stay healthy. And if she doesn't, or if you don't stay healthy, it's really not that big of a deal. It's always next year. And there will be next year. Okay? Little girl got to see that thing. She got to see that trophy being raised. She got to see it. You know? Let the little thing see you hold about 27 of them. All right. I don't need to talk about no one. There's only Serena for me. No, I'm kidding. So Serena, I think, will be there. No doubt. As long as she can stay healthy, she will be in the thick of it. I'm gonna pick out. She said she couldn't choose Pliskova. I'm gonna pick up Pliskova, not the sister that's ranked further. And my apologies, I don't remember her first name. But I'm gonna pick Pliskova as number 2. She has a pretty quick game. She's tall. She can reach. She has a nice net game. I think she'll do well. I don't think Sharapova, though. I disagree with you on that one because I didn't really see a crisp. I saw her roll through a couple of matches at the French, and then she finally met.
But it's clay. Clay is so unpredictable. You could have anybody win clay in the women's side and then never win another tournament.
I can agree with that statement. So I'm not going to choose her either way, though. I'm going to stick Serena Pliskova. I'm going to go ahead and jump on Lisicki as a dark horse and a potential finalist, and I hope she plays it. Did she play the French?
I didn't see her name. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if she played the French. I don't think she played the French. I filled out my whole bracket for French or Roland Garros, and I don't recall seeing her, but I may have missed that. So Pliskova, Lisicki, Serena, and I'm going to toss in for my potential 4th, Ostapenko. She has a strong game. Yeah, she won a French. She had a really rusty, or Muguruza. So Muguruza's run one already. So I think between those 5, we'll get a finalist or 2, if not both. I'm not real fond of the Sharapova pick, and you're.
Well, I'd like to see Madison Keys finally win one.
Madison
that
Keys?
Would be another. That's suitable for her. The grass is suitable for her game, or even the other American, Sloane Stephens.
Sloane Stephens is another good one. There was another American girl that popped up and she did well. Was it Osaka?
I don't think she's ready for the Grand
Slams. Yeah, she's still a little young and looks a little timid still on the court when times get tough. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it didn't last too long. This was an experimental type podcast thing to see if it's something we should do again. So give us your feedback. At the end of the day, click a like below, subscribe below, and if we get enough likes, maybe we'll keep this up until Wimbledon and then throughout. So, Carla, thank you very much for your time. This is my wife. This is my wife, by the way. So she put up a good 15 or 20 minutes or how long for this conversation for a pre-Wimbledon discussion. So let us know if we should keep doing it. If not, hey, we had fun anyway. So hey, see you later. And thanks everybody for everything. Take care. All right.